am just going to go through the rights form and, let you know if you want to answer any of my questions. We'll talk about that. I'm going to record our conversation if you're okay with that.
Of course.
Let's see, today is the 30th of July, and it is 7:53 p.m. How do you spell your first name?
Nicolee.
Okay.
Last name, no middle name.
No middle name, okay.
No.
And what's your last name?
Miu.
How do you spell, or how do you pronounce that?
Miu.
Okay. And what's your birthday? Do you like to be called Nicolae or Nick, or
Nick.
what? Nick, okay.
Yeah. December 11th, 1969.
Okay, so that makes you
52.
52, thank you. What's your address, Nick? 6317, and I understand you're married to Sandy,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Is she okay?
She is, yeah.
You
I did talk to her. I talked to her for quite a while. I brought her to get the dry clothes.
Where is she?
She is with Ernesto and Amy.
Okay, good.
They're taking good care of her. And then
Titi, my puppy.
she's headed home to take care of the dog. And she's also with Ariel and who's his girlfriend?
Oh God, I don't even know.
Is it Tatiana?
No, Tatiana. Tatiana is another girl.
Okay.
But she's not.
Hold on, they gave me...
Yes.
Oh, Sandy didn't know Ariel's girlfriend's name.
Neither do I.
Okay. But Ernesto and Amy came to where I was with Sandy, and they went and got the car. But I had brought Sandy to the car to get changed.
She was driving, right?
No, she was with me. I brought her from the river to the car so she could get clothes, and we brought the cooler back and put that in the car. So she's got all the stuff.
All right.
Are you working anywhere now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you work?
I work at Reach Engineering as a mechanical engineer.
Really?
Well, I have bigger dreams now,
Yeah.
shattered, but anyway, I don't want to talk about them right now.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what happened. I just don't. I can't talk about it. I need to go one step at a time.
Yep. And if you have any questions along the way, Nick, just stop and ask me, okay? Or if you need to take a break, just...
How bad is it?
Well, can we get through this form and ask each other questions?
Yes.
I don't want to... I want to maintain the integrity of this investigation and your rights, and, so I want to get through this form, and then we can ask questions, okay? So I'm going to turn this around. Okay.
Military time.
Hi, sorry. Do you want me to write it regular? Okay.
No.
I get so caught up and used to that.
Yeah.
My friends don't like it because in my vehicle, in my own vehicle that I drive, it's military time, and so they're always asking me what time.
I have is military because I came from Europe. And
oh, sure. Yeah.
They call it military, but it's not military. It's
right. It's
the proper time.
Exactly. Well, good. At least then you know what it means then when I put the time on there like that.
Yes.
So I would like to ask you questions about your day today. What happened? Like how you guys got to be in the Apple River today, and then like what your day was like.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you if you're willing to answer questions. If you decide that yep, I'll answer questions right now, and in 10 minutes you don't want to answer anymore, you just need to tell me that, okay? And if you don't want to answer questions right now, then that's fine too, and I will leave. It's up to you.
All I can say, it was self-defense. Self-defense. There were lots of people that came on to me. Self-defense, and they produced 2 weapons. One I took from them.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can tell. And they hit me, and they were on top of me, and I don't remember anything after that. I just remember I ran away. I ran away to my group. There were actually people coming over from my group to see what was going on. I said, nothing, just get back on. And they kept asking, and I said, nothing. I didn't explain to them anything because I was so fearful. I didn't know what these people were doing to us. I've never been in a situation like this, where people produce weapons and they were saying they were calling, I don't remember, but they said, don't run from us, don't do this, you're a child molester, you're this. And I said, are you people drunk? Or you're a child molester. I said, the only thing I remember is, in my mind is, if I'm a child molester, should you be drinking? Should you be drinking alcohol and doing what you're doing to people that you don't even know, attacking them? And I said, if I'm a child molester, you should be having alcohol, you know? And they took my, I was snorkeling, so they took my snorkel away, they threw it in the water. They grabbed my pants, one wanted to pull my pants down, and I grabbed onto him, and I don't know who that kid was, but he had a knife on him. And then there was another knife, a longer knife, looked like a kitchen knife, kitchen or something, I don't know. And I don't know what happened to either one of them. I just know that when the kid attacked me, I took that from him.
The kitchen knife or the other
No,
knife?
the smaller knife.
Okay, what did that knife look like? Do you remember?
I don't even remember.
But it was smaller?
Smaller, yes.
Okay.
So, that's all.
How did you get to be by them? Or who are these people?
So, Ariel lost his phone.
Okay.
The phone was in a floater.
One of those bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone had one, but his phone was in a floater, so he says, well, let's go look for it. So I put my snorkel on, and I looked, and this guy found something. And they were talking about it, and I said, okay.
This group of people?
This group of people,
gotcha.
yeah. I went over and I said, did you guys find the phone? And if you did, can I see it? Can I identify it? And they started calling me names. They got off of their tubes. They came at me. So I said, all I need. And they were calling me all kinds of names, insulting me for being in the water with a snorkel. And I said, all I want, guys, did you find the phone? And I saw they had found something, all right? And I don't know if there was a phone or something else they found, but they wouldn't talk to me about what they found. And we were looking desperately to find this phone. And I know somebody found it, but I thought it was that group.
Okay.
You know, and then they went over, they came to me and they grabbed my snorkel and they threw it in the water. Well, the water was so fast, it went under. So I went out after it, and they started, another group of mostly girls came over from the other side, yelling at me or calling me child molester and something with, something like that. And I went back. I actually, after this incident, I don't even know what happened. I just know that they attacked me, and I was in self-defense. I went into self-defense mode, and then I went over to my group of people. That was it. And they asked me what happened, and I wouldn't tell them. I said, I can't tell you. Let me calm down.
Okay. I
was shocked. So nobody on that knew exactly what happened. The only thing they said was, look, somebody got in an argument over there. Like, yep, let's just leave that alone. Don't go there.
Are you able to draw for me, like, where you were looking for the phone, like, and where was Ernesto and Sandy, and where was the school? Maybe it would help me kind of understand. Yep.
These guys were here. I don't know how many. There were quite a few.
Okay.
We were upriver about 100 feet. Our group was here. And
so you guys were in the water?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were in the water. And then there was another group of people over here that came to attack me. So there was this group of people here, this group of people that attacked me. They attacked me here.
So your group was floating down the river like this?
Actually, we're stopped. But yes, this is the
That's the direction you were going. Okay, so your group is stopped.
Yeah.
And who's looking for the phone besides you? Like, how do you know the phone's missing?
Oh yeah, we talked about it. I yelled.
Oh, okay.
Those books, and I lost my phone. And so, well, you didn't lose it. It's floating down.
Because it's in that bag.
Yeah. So let's go find it. You know. And he was over here pouting that he lost his phone, and I said, that's okay, I have my snorkeling gear. And then I heard this guy said that he found something. And when I was snorkeling down, I passed him. I kept looking, and then I came up, I came looking, and then they started yelling and screaming, and I said, did you guys find something? And I thought they did. And I know they did, because they were hiding something from me. And then I went over there and they grabbed my snorkel, they threw it down, they got off their tubes, they came after me, they pushed me, one of them hit me, and then there was a girl that came from here and hit me in the back of my head. And I was about right there.
You said right here?
When she hit me, yeah.
And that's when the female hit you?
Yeah. And she was coming from another group over here. I don't know how many people were in there. But
were these guys stopped?
Yes, in very shallow water.
Okay, so it's really shallow over here.
Shallow there.
Okay.
Pretty much the two sides are shallow. Yeah.
Was it how deep do you think it was when you were like snorkeling around with your phone?
4 or 5 feet.
Okay.
Not very deep. And the water was very murky, so I could not see anything
really?
through my goggles. But those goggles are lost. They took them, they grabbed them off my face and threw them in the water.
We found the goggles.
Oh, good, thank you.
And the snorkel.
Yes.
Yep. Are they connected?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And they're just like regular snorkel goggles, right?
Yeah, I had them over when I went to the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they look like? Just to make sure we have the right one. White?
Well, transparent plastic with a white snorkel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Is that it?
I think we have them. Okay. Was there any? Did it seem like these groups were together?
After they came after me, I don't know. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. I mean, I feared for my life. Tell you the truth, when they started hitting me and pointed a knife at me, and then another kid pointed a knife, I thought that was it for me. Luckily, I took it from one of the young kids, and I think that's when I saw him back.
What did you do with it?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't know. Absolutely, I don't know. I don't know if he got it back. I have absolutely no idea.
Did you hit him? Like, did the knife make contact with him?
That I don't remember.
Okay.
You were so close.
Sure.
And one had it in his hand, so I took his hand and I bent it and I poked him with his own hand. And then I took it from his hand and then I went and swung like this. So I don't know who I hit. I just know that I took the knife from one of the kids.
Okay.
The other one, I don't know what happened to. I didn't get hit. Because as soon as this happened, I started running across. So I went across to my group, and then my group was wondering what just happened, was it? And I didn't want to tell them anything.
Just because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to get anybody aroused. I didn't want my group to go say, well, we're gonna go talk to those kids. No, they were too drunk. I believe they were too drunk and too set on going after people. I think.
What were these guys doing? Did they know anything was going on?
No.
So they didn't know you were getting punched or?
Well, they saw the scuffle because at one point Ernesto was coming towards me like, hey man, did you find anything? And I said, no, I didn't. I don't know. These guys must have it or something. I don't know. And he says, okay, well, he will just get another phone by Monday. You were concerned about getting the phone. And like, okay, so what are you doing? I said, I don't know, I'm just gonna go lay this shit in my thing. And then Sandy said, okay, are you okay? And I said, I don't want to talk about it. You know, and then they asked me, hey, what do you want to do? You want to stay here? You want to go down? And I said, I want to go down. And then some girls from my group heard that something was happening over here, and they said, well, we're calling the police, and I think they called the police.
Okay.
One or two, I don't know.
Did you see any of that? What was going on?
No.
When they decided to call the police?
No.
Okay. No. Did you have a knife?
No, absolutely. No.
Okay.
I had one earlier that I used to cut, but right at the beginning, and I left it I don't even know what I did with it. I think I either gave it to one of the people or I put it back in my truck.
Okay.
Yeah. So it may have been, I tell you the truth, I don't even know.
And that was after you cut the string?
Yeah, we needed to have something to cut the string over there. They don't have any knives. So.
But you have them with you today, right?
The what?
A knife to cut. How did that?
I think it's in my car.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Did you drive or did Sandy drive?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know where it's at, to tell you the truth. It may be in one of the bags we had with us. It may have been in I don't know. Maybe I left it, put it back in the car. Because I went back with a bunch of, I had straps. I didn't want to pay for string. But they say string is cheap.
And well, they probably don't want you to have straps.
But they told me, they said, yeah, if you have straps, there was a kid over there. If you have straps, no problem, but the string is free. So I said, okay, I'll take the string.
Okay.
You know, and then I took the straps back. So, because straps can puncture the...
Yeah.
So I had a whole bag of straps that I took back to my car.
Okay, and so maybe the knife was with the straps?
Probably.
Do you have any cuts or marks on you? Have you had a chance to look at your torso or?
Somebody was telling me that I'm bleeding from my ear, from my left ear.
Who told you that?
Oh, I think it was Amy. They said, make your bleeding from your left ear. I went like this, and I went in the water, I cleaned, and then I don't see any blood. You know, and I don't know if you see any cuts, but
I don't.
Yeah, so I don't know why I was bleeding from my ear.
But Amy saw blood?
I think she says you're bleeding from your ear, Nick. And then I cleaned and I said, look, there is nothing. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was blood or if it was weeds she saw. I have no idea. We were like, she was on the other side and I was just...
Yeah, so she's over here, right?
She's over here, yeah, right here.
Oh, so she's closest, Amy's over here, closest to the shore?
Yeah.
Okay.
With their nest right here. And I was over here somewhere in one of these.
Okay, and you got back in that tube then when it was time to go?
Got back in my own tube, yes.
Okay. Did Ernesto come and get you?
No.
Like, did anybody know that you were getting punched or?
No. No.
Was anybody?
They wanted to talk to me about the phone, if I found the phone, and what did those guys say, and I said, they probably did, they don't want to give it up, they attacked me, and that's it. And then I said, let's go, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So they don't know what happened here.
You didn't tell anybody?
No.
Okay.
No. You're the first one to know.
Okay.
That's why probably Amy and everybody else is so surprised.
Well, they're worried about you.
Yeah.
I mean, and even Ernesto was like, I don't know how the hell this happened.
They don't know anything because I didn't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Everything happened so fast. I really don't remember why they attacked me. I don't know why they took my snorkel away. I don't know why one of them wanted to pull my pants down. I don't know why they were being so mean. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know. And why did they want to scare me with a knife? I just don't know why they're scaring people on the river. It's a family-oriented river with knives and you know what they did.
So was it two males that had knives?
I saw two males.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And were they both from this group, or do you even know?
Well, that I don't know.
Okay.
One of them was from this group. The one that I took the smaller knife from, I think was from this group.
Okay, so you took the smaller knife.
From one of them.
And is that the one that you said that you kind of went?
Yes.
basically like.
Oh, I was going like this. I wanted out. They were coming and they were punching me and they were circling me and they came really close. They were pushing me in the water and I just grabbed the kid's knife. I didn't even know if I was holding it right. I just grabbed it from him because he tried to poke me with it. So I feared for my life.
It sounds like.
I was very shocked. I was extremely shocked. I couldn't even say anything to anybody. I had locked jaw. I don't know. Right now, I don't even know how this happened, how I got away from all that.
So when they were pushing you in the water, did you go underwater or did you remain standing?
No, I tripped.
Okay.
I tripped and fell in the water a couple of times, yes.
Where on your body did they hit you?
In the back, my back. And I know one of the girls came over and slapped me right over my right ear. I couldn't even see what they were doing because I was tripping over the stones, and I was falling down, and they were just jumping on me.
I'm gonna show you a picture and see if you.
I was fearing for my life. I'm still fearful that they're gonna find out who I am and go do something to Sandy. And possibly some of these people over here. I fear that somehow they're going to find out who I am and continue their whatever that was. And I don't know why they're so hateful. And I just don't get it. I mean, this is the second time I come to the river, the first time for my wife, and I promised her it was going to be a beautiful outing and nothing to fear. We had lots of booze. She didn't drink because she was the designated driver. But most of us did, and there was another girl that didn't drink on the other party because they wanted to drive home. We ate well, we had music, everything was so good, so good, so good. Of course, I had a lot of alcohol, who doesn't, you know.
Well, you had a sober ride. So,
yeah.
And I don't smell it on you. Were you drinking beer or vodka or what?
No.
Okay.
We don't do hard liquor because then we dehydrate too fast and we get cramps.
Okay.
So after my quadruple bypass, I still have cramps.
Oh, yikes. Quadruple bypass? How long ago was that?
A year and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you see any wires in my chest, in my sternum, that's from the wire.
Really? Do you have a pacemaker in there too or anything? No?
Mm-hmm. I tell you the truth, I'm scared because I'm not in the best of health, okay? Yeah. I'm just going down the river. Probably should not have even drank that much beer, but the doctor never said don't drink.
Sure.
You know, especially beer, you can have as much as you want in moderation. I was in cold water, you know. So, but, you know.
Yeah.
And then missing vein here, and then from my leg.
Is that what they used to? Yeah,
take it here, take it from here, cut it in half, that's two. The same thing from my leg, cut it in half, use the other two, so it's quadruple bypass.
Wow.
Yeah, I was dead. My heart stopped 5 hours.
Wow. Have you had a heart attack that prompted that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So I was in pretty bad shape.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I bet Sandy was pretty scared.
She was, because I was in the hospital for quite some time.
I bet.
At Methodist Hospital. But they did a great job, you know, and Methodist Hospital is probably one of the best hospitals for heart surgeries. If you know somebody, I'll point them to Methodist.
Yeah, my father-in-law had heart surgery there too. He had a heart attack a few years ago, and that's right.
So, yeah.
Do you need some more?
No, that's it.
Are you sure? I got an actual fresh bottle here. So you want it?
Yes, please.
I can't travel without water. It's brand new too. I didn't drink out of it yet. So
thank you so much.
I probably am going to drink out of it now. So you can have that, and this is going to be my part.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I take a medication that makes me really, really thirsty. So I have bottles of water rolling around in my back seat. I've got them in the door pocket.
I'm supposed to take mine, but they're at home, and I don't know when I'm going to take them.
Okay, so you have medication that you need?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
5 medication.
Because I can call Sandy and see.
Oh, I'm not going to have her drive over here.
Well, I might be able to send somebody to go get them.
Oh.
Just so that they get back here. And I mean,
she's so shaken right now. She is. probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but we need to make sure you have your medication.
Yeah. But like I said, I wouldn't have her drive.
Yeah. Yep. I might be able to send somebody there to get them. What medications do you take, Nick?
Oh my God.
Are they all heart related, or some do different things?
Two of them are heart related.
Okay.
Yeah. One is aspirin.
That's heart related, right? The
Yeah.
blood thinning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Potassium, because I'm getting a lot of muscle cramps.
Okay. That's 4.
There's one. There's another one. I'll tell you when I remember.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah.
Were you on your phone at all during your day today? I know that Sandy didn't bring her phone.
I took some pictures.
Okay.
Then I put it away. Sandy does not like to take a lot of pictures because then they get posted on
Facebook or Instagram or something.
Yeah. But I'm okay if they take them, if they post them. Yeah. I did take a few, didn't have a chance to do anything with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was not on the phone. I didn't call anybody.
Okay. Did you use your phone around the time,
No.
like right before, you were looking for the phone or anything like that?
Not me.
Okay.
Not like these guys. They're constantly on their phones. That's why Idea lost his.
Because he was on it too much?
People can't enjoy life nowadays going down the river without being on their phones. Of course, they take a lot of pictures, but the picture is not the same experience as being there. So, I don't know.
So do you think the pictures that you took were like at the beginning of your journey, or where do you think?
We did take, I took a couple of group ones where they have that music place in the bathrooms.
Okay.
We made a stop there to eat sandwiches. There were a lot of people over there. That beach was completely full. Lots of people there, lots of people. It was a beautiful day, except
It was.
this. And this now, we'll probably close that place down.
You think so?
Yes. Well, I don't know what resulted of it, because I don't know.
Is this you?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think was happening at that time?
They were fighting me. They pointed the knife at me. Both boys pointed the knife at me.
Okay. Did you see anyone take this picture of you?
No, God, no. I was actually very, very scared.
Yeah.
I was very scared. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what they were doing and why. I mean, I understand they were drunk, but you get drunk, I get drunk, we all get drunk. We don't do that kind of stuff, especially on a river like this, family outing. We don't do that kind of stuff. But I was very, very scared. I didn't know what was going to happen next.
Did you see the woman that hit you in the ear? Did you see her at all?
No. I turned around, she hit me again.
Okay. Do you remember what her bathing suit looked like?
No.
She was wearing?
She was just yelling at me and calling me a child molester. That's how it all started. They kept calling me a child molester. I don't know, out of the blue. And then they wanted to beat me up because they said I'm a child molester. And then my argument back to them was, if I'm a child molester and you're children, you shouldn't be drinking. You should not be out here drinking, okay? And doing what you're doing. Where are your parents?
Did they look like they were young?
Oh, I don't know. I think they look pretty young to me.
Okay.
I don't think they were of the age of drinking.
Really?
Yeah. I think. I mean, I don't know. I don't hang out with people like that. My generation and the people I hang out with are much older people.
Like Ernesto and Sandy.
Like Ernesto and Sandy and Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amy's probably one of the youngest ones there.
Sure.
45 and Sandy is 61.
Yeah.
So I'm younger, you know.
So you said that they were standing really close to you.
They were on top of me. They were pushing me, shoving me. I tripped. I fell down. I got up, and that's where I saw the one of the kids there. It was the closest kid with a knife, and I grabbed it from him.
And that was the smallest.
Yes, yes.
And he was in front of you. Was he as close as we are?
Or he was closer. He was closer. He was closer. But as soon as he came with the knife, I grabbed the knife from him. And what I did then, I mean, I shouldn't show you, but I grabbed, twisted his arm and poked him with his own knife. Then I took it from him and I started swinging.
Okay.
So I swung. I don't even know who I hit.
Okay.
I don't know if I hit the girl that hit me twice in the head from behind. I don't know if I hit another kid. I don't know. They were just on top of me. They chased me, hitting me and yelling at me and calling me, insulting me. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't know what knife they had. I don't know. I just saw two knives. That's it. The longer one and the shorter one.
Okay.
And I don't know where they are. I don't know who's got them. I don't know.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a sample of your DNA, because if these knives don't belong to you, I would imagine your DNA is not going to be on them.
Well, I touched one of them.
Yeah, you touched the one you grabbed.
Yeah, from the kid. Yeah.
Would you be willing to give me a sample of your DNA? Okay.
Yeah. Is that the good thing?
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a lawyer over here to ask.
Yeah, and certainly, so...
should I wait?
Well, I've got a colleague that's in the process of writing a search warrant, so we're going to get it one way or another. I just thought if I could ask you, and we could just do it right now, I'll just show you how to, what we would do.
I know what it is.
I would just get your DNA sample. Yeah, it's like a big Q-tip.
Yeah.
We'd also like to do an exam, have a nurse examine your body.
That's absolutely okay.
Okay, and I want her to look in your ears, and I want her to look at your back, and the people that are in these groups, we're going to try to collect evidence from them, because they might have your skin underneath their fingernails, or, we're going to do our best to get any evidence to, we don't know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, and I know everything that happened in the river, so.
Well, yeah, there's that part of it too, but.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
You can tell me.
Okay.
I just don't know if I had a lawyer present what he or she would say.
Well, I just want you to know that we would get it anyway.
Okay.
I've got a coworker that's writing a search warrant.
If you would get it anyway, then let's do it.
Okay, with the court order, or just let's do it now and get it done?
No, let's do it now and give you what you need to start your proceedings or your search. Yeah.
Well, and if you sound like you were really afraid.
Yeah, I have a quadruple bypass. I have been out of shape. I have been in bed for a long time, for 6 months at least. I couldn't go to work. I'm not in the best. I was just floating down the river. Nothing much. Every once in a while I got up so I could pee, because I can't pee in the tent there. Shouldn't tell you that on camera, but yes, most people have to get off the thing. So I got out. I would get up and then hold on and then get back in. I don't do anything to stay in shape. I'm a guy that wants to survive and keep working at reaching engineering, and why these things happen, it's beyond me. I don't understand. Why would that many people come down on one person that didn't absolutely do anything, take his goggles, almost one wanted to pull my pants down. So did
your trunks have a drawstring?
Yeah.
They didn't come down?
Oh, no. They came down a little bit, but no, because I have a drawstring on them, so yeah, they couldn't pull it down. But why? All of a sudden, they were like wolves around me, and they were attacking me from all directions, and I truly feared for my life. I didn't know what to do. I mean, these guys were talking over there. I didn't know what to say. I was just.
Which guys are you talking?
My
group. Okay.
My guys. So, and they were quite a bit distance, so they didn't see anything. I don't think they saw anything. And.
So when you go back to your tube, do you guys get the hell out of there? Or
no.
Do you, what do you do?
We stayed there.
Okay.
Yeah, the girls told the cops. We didn't know what to do. And we stayed there for a long time. There were people coming. We even saw the sheriff coming, and they kept saying, oh my God, they didn't know what happened. So they said, oh my God, what happened? So there was a fight, and I said, yeah. I don't know what was going on after that. I thought they were still fighting. Personally, when I came back, I saw a whole bunch of people coming over there and yelling at each other, and I thought they were still fighting for some reason. I didn't know what was going on. So I personally wanted to stay and watch to see if the cops get them for fighting, for whatever they're doing.
Sure. Okay.
So I wanted to be a witness to them fighting.
Gotcha.
Or if the cops needed a witness, I wanted to sit there for as long as possible. And then the group said, well, there's so many people there, I don't know, let's just get going. We don't want to get involved in this. I was just in there. They attacked me. Yeah, but look at them now. They're attacking each other. I don't know what they're doing. So cops came, and we stayed there for, I don't know, another 10, 15 minutes.
When the police were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we decided we'll go. Nobody asked me anything, and I said, I kept my mouth shut. And down the river we went.
Okay.
So I was very shocked. I didn't know what just happened. We tell you the truth.
Well, Sandy said that you were quiet.
I was very quiet.
And you didn't really talk.
I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I get excuse my French, my ass kicked by a whole bunch of kids. What am I going to say? I just got my ass kicked by this kid. Now the police is on top of them. Well, I think something's going to come out of it. Yeah. So I thought the police was there because they were fighting, because these were just boys. And they were being obnoxious, not only picking on me, then these girls came over and hit me.
So these are girls over here?
Well,
Mostly?
Mostly.
Okay. And this was all guys?
Yeah, I didn't know who was in this group, but I know these were all guys because I was snorkeling back and forth, and I asked them if they found something, and they said, well, they started calling me a molester. Then I got up, and one of them took my goggles, threw me in the river. I went after them. One of them wanted to pull my pants down. And there you go. So what happened? Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. 4 people went to the hospital with injuries.
Oh my God.
And 1 person died.
Oh no.
I don't know any of their names, and I don't know any genders, so I don't know.
Was that because they fought each other, or is that
I don't know. I don't know what their injuries are. I was with Sandy the whole time, and then when I kind of turned Sandy over to Ernesto and Amy, then I came here. So I have no idea what their injuries were.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So we just need to be able to piece this together, in your statement.
What other pictures did they give you of me?
It's just that one. That's the only one I have.
They didn't take. They have lots of cameras. You should take their cameras.
Yes, and so I have colleagues,
yeah,
investigators that are talking to all of those, the people in the group and the other witnesses. So yes, we are trying to collect. And I told Ernesto and Amy, because they said that Rosie was taking a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think she took any pictures of those guys. There was at the stop. at the stop out here.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you were snorkeling. They might have been like taking a selfie or something, and we could have gotten, we could get these guys in the background that they don't even realize they have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So I asked them to go through their photos so that we would be
Yeah,
in contact with them.
got it. I was all of a sudden you say that, it was like, why would they take pictures of me going over there?
No, you just never know what you get in a picture. If they're sitting here waiting for you and shouting out to find the phone.
Did you find his phone?
I don't know. Again, I've been with Sandy pretty much the whole time, and now I came here with you. So I do know I did get a message that the goggles and the snorkel were found. So that's all the information that I have about like items that were located.
No, my whole life is down the tubes.
Well, I don't know if that's the case. Because people have the right to defend themselves.
I know, but this is Wisconsin.
This is Wisconsin.
Okay. You continue on. I usually know that people that defend themselves, they end up being accused of being this and being that.
Well, I think if you'd asked me what I would have done,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not safe.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. I would have been scared shitless, I can tell you that.
When that many people try to pull your pants down and hit you, and two boys had knives on them. They didn't find any of those two knives?
I don't know. I don't know, but we're looking, and we're looking before it gets dark out. Okay, right now it is 8:40.
I'm glad I actually took that kid's knife. He would have stabbed me. He was not there to scare me. He was there to harm me. At least I'm here. But I'm sorry for how it ended up. Still scared, like I said, I'm scared that they're gonna be finding out where I live and they're gonna be hunting us at night and they're gonna be hurting my wife.
Well, I will call Sandy as soon as I leave here, okay, and just check in on her. Find out about your medications. Have you had any medicine this morning?
No, I take them in the evening.
Okay, take them in the evening. What would happen if you don't take them tonight?
Nothing. I'm not even hungry to
Okay. But if you don't take your medication tonight, is that life-threatening?
I don't think so. No, I mean, granted what happened today, I was shocked. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think so. I just can't believe what happened. They need to maybe do sobriety tests on minors on that river. Maybe they need to put an end to drinking, underage drinking and doing drugs. The river over there is turned into a sewer. My second time, and I have dragged my wife out of there, pretty much against her will. I promised her it was going to be the best day. I made promises. We're going to have a great time with this.
But she didn't want to go?
No. She always says, places like this, all they do is smoke pot and do this. Yes, there is a lot of pot smoking over there. We don't know who's legal, who's illegal. I don't know anything about Wisconsin laws, but you can smell it. It was everywhere in the air.
Yeah.
And I don't know what people do, because you do the DNA, you can find out, what type of drugs are in my system. I've never done any of that stuff, so I don't know. I'm very clean, as clean as they go. You looked at my criminal record, you can keep digging, there is nothing there because I don't have anything, not even my parking ticket, not a speeding ticket. I'm as a law-abiding citizen as they come. But I fear for my life too. I mean, I went through a very serious surgery to
Absolutely.
be alive, to be knifed down by a bunch of kids on the river.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And I'm not blaming the police. I believe that's a private land. They have to have their own security there, and they need to do better.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub these along your lower bum line and kind of inside your cheek. I'm going to do them both at the same time. It shouldn't hurt at all. If it does, let me know. I'm going to put them in this box, and then I'm going to seal this bag while we're sitting here so you see that I sealed it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just have you open up your mouth. Let's see here. Shouldn't, like I said, shouldn't hurt. All right. And you're okay with having the nurse do the exam on you? If any pictures of your marks on the body, you're okay with that?
Yeah. This actually are from trying to get out of the tubes in shallow water.
Okay.
You know, I had a hard time trying to stop the drain.
Yeah. Can I just, I know the nurse will too, but can I take a picture of it?
Yes.
Okay.
But this was not from the confrontation.
Oh, this wasn't?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood that.
No, these are from scrapes on the river bottom when I was
When you were snorkeling? I got
Yeah.
you. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, please don't use that. Yeah. I didn't touch those kids. I did not. I didn't swing nothing. No.
Okay. I'm gonna seal this up, because I told you I was gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go call the person that, has the nurse kind of on standby, so that we can, get that taken care of. I'm also gonna give Sandy a holler. Oh, look at that, the tape just went.
Oh.
I love it.
Is this good?
Well, I didn't like it because it's all, and it's not going to be big enough to do what I need to do here, so we'll try it again. Worst case scenario, I can always bring it to my office next door and do it in the evidence room. But I'm going to try to take care of it here.
Probably dries up. When it dries up, it's probably...
Well, and then it's real sticky and it's real finicky, so if you get it stuck on something, it's, you know, it's meant to not be able to be tampered with. So, and then it rips on my fingers. So I'll just...
It dries so fast.
Okay. So I'm gonna go call my supervisor, who had been in contact with the nurse, and just let them know that we're gonna do that. And then I will be back. Do you have any questions now?
I just not...
You need to go potty. All right, I can make sure that happens. I'm just gonna write your name on here so that today is 7/30/22.
MIU.
Yep, that means no middle initial.
Oh,
And then
I see.
Oh, did I spell it wrong? It's
No,
MIU. Yep, I did.
yeah.
It's MIU. There we go. Okay, that's yours. I will be back in a minute. In the meantime, I'll have one of the jail staff bring you to the bathroom. And are you still doing okay? Do you need, how's your water there?
I have plenty for now.
Okay.
It's going through a lot faster than I thought.
All right. Right back, Nick.
Thank you.